Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us for another episode of GC Community Chat. We hope you are doing well and staying safe. Tonight we have another great show for you. Lisa Hunt-Jacques is the owner of Amazing Pet Grooming here in Garden City. She's back for a visit with us. She's going to share with us some grooming tips you can do until the pet groomer opens. She's also celebrating 15 years of being in business here in Garden City. So we're looking forward to chatting with her coming up shortly. Joe Bartley is going to be here. He's going to join us remotely as well to just let us know if there's any more tax information and also to let us know how he and his family are coping so far. But first up, we're going to have Tom with the latest weather forecast for you, and let's hope it's a warmer one. I'll also have another update for you from Garden City Mayor Randy Walker with the latest COVID numbers, closures, and much more. So grab your favorite beverage, and we hope you'll join us for the next hour or so. Should be a good one. This is episode number 480. It's Thursday, May 14th, 2020. I am your host, Carrie. Mike is still sheltering in place. Hello to Mike. Hope you're doing well. We want to thank you all the communities who tune in every Thursday night to listen and watch our show. We want you to know your support is greatly appreciated. And remember, if your community has any events or announcements that you'd like to promote, please email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to announce that information for you. Now, if you have any questions or comments for our guest tonight, and if you're watching us on Facebook, go ahead and type them in the comment section, and we'll get those on the screen for you. You can also text our questions your questions at 734-788-9319. All right. I also want to mention that Tom is here now, and he's going to come in with the latest check of the weather, and then we'll spend some time chatting with our guest, Lisa Hunt-Jacques from Amazing Pet Grooming. So let's get Tom in here. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right. A little bit of a unsettled kind of day out there.
Yeah, a little hiccup.
On the rainy side.
Yeah.
A little bit on the rainy side at times, and that kind of pattern will continue for a little bit at times as we get into the forecast. But yeah, it's definitely a wet day out there. We've seen about a half an inch of rain today, and we're going to see some more. We're seeing temperatures rise into the 60s with this break of rain this evening. Mm-hmm. And as we get into the overnight hours, we're definitely going to see another round of some moderate to heavy rain moving through. But it's going to be very similar to what we dealt with during the daytime hours. Some of that rain at times was a little bit on the heavy side. And the good news is that it was brief and it moved through fairly quickly. This is probably going to be a similar case out there. And that rain isn't going to last too long, very heavy. But overall, some steady rain is definitely going to move back in during the overnight hours, and there will probably be seeing some heavy rain at times as well. But the good news is that will start to wind down as we get into the morning hours, and the majority of the day tomorrow is definitely going to be on the dry side. I don't really see any big problems after the morning rain out there, and the good news is that temperatures are going to rise into the mid 70s.
Wow!
It's definitely going to be a nice warm up. After all the rain and kind of cool weather we've been dealing with over the last week or so. And the good news is that the overnight lows aren't really going to be into the dangerous categories in the way that you're going to have to deal with any more freezing temperatures. That was kind of a problem all last week into the weekend and into early of this week with some very cold overnight temperatures. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our gardeners out there were very anxious, if you will, about those temperatures. But the good news is that I don't see any more dangerous cold temperatures to really cause any issues. So if you are eager to plant in the ground, I think it's a good time to do that, as I see temperatures kind of warming up into at least the lower 50s into the overnight lows. Some of the lower temperatures, so that's some much milder air, and it won't affect those plants. And as we get into the weekend, we're going to see that break of rain continue as we get into Saturday. The majority of the day on Saturday will be dry as well. So if you have any outdoor plans, it's definitely going to be a dry day out there. You can definitely get some yard work done. Temperatures will probably be into the lower 70s. So another warm day out there. And as we get into Saturday night into Sunday, that's when our next round of rain begins to move into the region. And we'll definitely see some more rain move through, and some of that rain again. Just like today, it's going to be a little bit on the heavy side at times. And those temperatures are going to be very similar as we get into Sunday, back into the kind of the 60s. So a little bit on the cooler side on Sunday with that rain moving through. And as we get into Monday, a similar pattern. That rain will probably continue into Sunday night and early Monday, and then we'll probably wind down Monday morning. So this is that time of year where you can get those rounds of rain moving through. Some of that rain can be heavy at times, but the good news is there's no real big severe weather risk to really worry about, in my opinion. So just a really big heavy rain risk, and that's our main kind of issue out there. And as we get into all of next week after the rain early on Monday, temperatures overall are going to start to kind of get into a comfortable pattern, kind of being into the lower 60s early in the week, kind of moderating in the mid portion of the week into the mid to upper 60s, and really warming up probably late in the week, probably Friday into Saturday, the following week, the weekend. I don't know. Is that Memorial Day weekend, the following weekend? I think it is.
I think,
100% sure.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, it's definitely looking pretty warm out there. We'll probably be seeing temperatures into the upper 70s to lower 80s.
Wow.
So it's definitely going to warm up as we get into the following weekend out there. And it's definitely going to be nice out there.
Nice.
And I don't really see any big rain events as we get into next week besides the rain on Monday. So that's some nice change. So, yeah, you can't complain. A little bit of rain here and there.
Right.
A little bit of heavy rain at times. Good for the grass. Good for the gardens now that the temperatures are really warming up. Free water is always good for the lawns, right? And it's definitely some great news out there. Other areas across the country are definitely dealing with some storminess out there, especially across the central and southern United States. They're always dealing with that storminess. The good news is that it doesn't really, in my opinion, going to really affect us much. So that severe weather is staying just to our east and south. So that's some good news. Florida has been particularly dry this year. I mean, they're definitely watching the weather as we get into the hurricane season out there as we get into June. But as of right now, they could definitely use some rain out there. There's a whole bunch of wildfires and brush fires all across the state right now. So I just wanted to briefly mention that. It's definitely a very busy time across Florida out there. And definitely something to keep an eye on. Other than that, believe it or not, the weather across the globe, across the U.S., hasn't really been that active. So that's some good news. We definitely don't want any crazy weather right now, especially with everything going on. So that's a good thing to have some quiet weather. But yes, if you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com, and you can track the rain on that radar right on the screen, and you can see the forecast over the next 36 hours and into the future as well. So just go check that out for all the details.
All right. Yeah, you got a great website over there. I do like the radar for sure. And hey, I like the rain too, because it's good for my sod that the city put down not too long ago, a week ago. Perfect.
Absolutely. That definitely needs the water.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Just a quick reminder, our show streams live every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. So we hope you'll set aside some time to join us, and be sure to visit or invite your friends to join in as well. Also, if you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/GC Chat, be sure to follow us, and you'll be reminded whenever our show is streaming live. And while you're there, feel free to leave us a review. We would really appreciate it. You can also get more information and contact us as well by visiting our website at gccommunitychat.com. And speaking of reminders, please mark your calendars for next week, when we're going to welcome back the car cruise guru himself, Mr. Don Nicholson from Don Nicholson Enterprises. He's going to be here with all the events being canceled or rescheduled. He's been pretty busy. He'll give us an update. on his car events for this year and much more. So we hope you'll tune in for that next week. All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. Our first guest, she just celebrated 15 years of being in business here in Garden City, and we're pleased that she chose Garden City to open her business. That's for sure. And she is the owner of Amazing Pet Grooming. Please welcome Lisa Hunt-Jacques back to the show. Hi, Lisa. How you?
Hi. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Sorry. Oh boy, live radio, eh? So thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you.
So first off, you're well, the family's well, everybody's doing good?
Yes, we are. My husband's still working, and thank goodness. So we're staying in and doing what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, how are you guys coping with this so far?
We're doing okay. I'm looking forward to getting back to work here.
Yeah.
But, it's been challenging a little bit. And, it's just kind of our new way of life right now. So we're just going to have to, do what we have to do and just don't spread the virus and just be safe, and just not for us, but everyone else around us. So
yeah, exactly. Got to do what they say, it is what it is. So
absolutely, or it's going to, drag on longer. So
we know that you're shut down for now. What are some of the tips that some of these pet owners can do to keep their pet in shape before till you open? Let's put it that way.
Well,
a lot of them might be getting matted and all that. What do you do?
Oh yeah. I mean, some of the dogs I know from the vets saying that they've been having to get the dogs in to shave out some of the mats because they're just getting so bad. And we have a lot of seniors that really depend on the groomers to help.
Sure.
With the matting and brushing their dogs out and taking care of them because they just can't do it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's things you can do, just brushing your dog out daily.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. On the Facebook, I know there's been a thing going around with the saran wrap and with people doing dogs' nails, and the people put saran wrap around their head, put peanut butter on their head, and their dog licks the peanut butter.
Yeah.
And they distract the dog. Not really a good idea. We don't recommend doing that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, probably not the best idea, but
I know a lot of dogs don't like their nails clipped. I know our Zoe, we used to bring her to you because she wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah. Not a lot of dogs, like it, but so it makes it hard even for the owners to do because they're just not used to doing it. And it's, you got to be careful doing it.
Yeah.
And like nails, if you have a small dog, just try to get them up high on a table, a dryer wash machine. So that way they're not, trying to get away from you, and just try to get them, as close to you as possible, or get on the floor with them if you can, and just trim the nails just a little bit at a time.
Right. So what do you suggest? The clippers or they have those grinders now that kind of file it down?
Yeah, we recommend just the clippers. The grinding, you got to be careful with those too.
Yeah.
That can be dangerous too if you don't know what you're doing. So like I said, just tick up a little bit at a time with the nail clippers, and a little bit's better than nothing.
Right. So the main thing is to bathe them and brush them daily, probably.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So they can get in to see you for sure.
Yes.
So you just celebrated 15 years of business in Garden City.
15 years. That's amazing. I can't believe we've been here that long, but we're happy, and it's an accomplishment for sure.
So any idea when you might possibly open, or we don't know yet?
We don't know. I mean, we're hoping the 28th when, the stay is over. But I mean, we thought, a few weeks ago we'd be able to go back to work, and a few weeks before that. So we just really don't know. So we're just telling our customers, just be patient with us. And I've told people you're more than welcome to call, leave your name and number. And as soon as we know when we're going to be open for sure, we'll call you, we'll get you in, we'll work day and night, weekends, we'll get everyone in, and it's, we'll take care of you.
Yeah, you do, because you were always accommodating for us. I know that.
Yeah.
You get busy, and you're probably going to be really overwhelmed once you do open.
Oh, we are. We're going to be busy, but that's what we're here for. And it's just been hard on everyone.
Yeah,
So
it really has. Well, I have your phone number up on the screen there as well as your address. So anybody that wants to make an appointment, go ahead and call Lisa, right now, and she'll get you booked. And whenever you open, you can get to them.
Yeah.
Now, what is it there was a few things that you wanted to cover, I believe, right?
Well, yeah, we are going to do everything we can to keep the ourselves safe. So when you are finally able to come get your dogs groomed, we're going to close our doors. The doors will be locked to our customers, but you can come around when you make an appointment. You'll come around to the back of the building, to the back door. We will come and get your dog out of your car. We will be wearing a mask.
Wow.
So we ask the people to have the dogs have their collars and leashes on. We'll get the dogs in the building. When the dogs are done, we will call you, have your payment ready. We'll put the dogs in the car safely for you. We'll be wearing masks at work. I talked to one of the vets today, and there's not really too much of a concern of the dogs getting this virus, but I know cats have been known to get it. Now they're finding a little bit more. We don't do cats here, so that's not a concern at our shop. We're keeping ourselves safe. If we feel either any of us groomers feel sick, we will not be at work.
Good.
Period. So we will make sure that we stay safe. And we'll be wearing, having the shop will be completely sanitized every single day. I have healthy cleaning products that still kill the viruses that are still safe and pet safe.
Awesome.
So yes, I'm going to be doing everything I can to just keep us all safe and the pets as well.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's probably going to be the new normal now for a while.
It is.
And gloves, and that's reassuring to your clients.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have to be. I mean, we want to get back to work.
And
so we're going to do everything that we can, and we'll be following all the state's rules and regulations.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably going to be that way for a while. So.
Oh yeah, because we all want to get back to work.
But yeah, you at least you'll be back to work and being able to service your customers. What else did you have there?
We have let's see.
Are you going to do any type of celebration for your anniversary or no?
We want to. Yeah, I was planning on it this summer.
Yeah.
So kind of depends on now what's going on. But yeah, we wanted to do some deals and some, maybe some free nail trimming. And if you want to come in for free nail trimming, you want to tip the groom, or you want to do a tip, and we'll put it towards any of the shelters. We like to do Dearborn Shelter.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we're going to try to do a few things, kind of help the customers out, maybe do some coupons, but we got to see and wait kind of what happens. I was trying to do some kind of gathering at the shop with some people, with the customers, but again, I don't know what's going to happen with that now.
Yeah. Everything is pretty much up in the air. That's for sure.
Oh yes.
Well, I like that idea. Any deals, when you do finally open, you celebrate, send all that information to me and we'll get it out there for you.
Oh, I sure will. Will. Yeah. Because our customers have been so wonderful to me. They're the reason I'm open for 15 years and I'm still in business. They're loyal. And we have some wonderful customers, and we love Garden City. The city's been great to us.
Good. That's good. Anything else that you wanted to cover?
I think that was about it. Me and the other groomers will be staying, we are sectioned off, so we'll be staying 6 feet apart from each other as well. So I just want to reassure everyone that we're going to be very safe with, us inside and with the customers and the dogs. I mean, I just want to keep everyone in mind that we will be safe and the dogs will be in good hands with us.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you're taking all the precautions. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yep. We want to get back to work and get those dogs groomed up and pretty again, because we got our work cut out for us. I can see the pictures.
Yeah. I could use a trim too. That's for sure.
Yeah. My husband too. He's been begging me to get his hair done, and I've never done people hair before. So he started it and I finished it, and it's like,
yeah,
that's the best I can do. I don't do people. Right? So.
Wow. Yeah. It's been crazy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, look, I want to thank you very much. If you covered everything, I don't want to rush.
I did.
All right. Yes. Thanks again for coming on and sharing your information with us. Once again, for more information, it's up there on the screen. Lisa, when she opens, you can contact her at 422-2660. She's located at 31014 Ford Road in Garden City, Michigan. Thank you
for
again.
having me.
Oh, come back anytime. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. You guys stay safe.
All right. You take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see. Remember last week? No, I'm sorry, not last week. 2 weeks ago, I believe. We also had Richard and Shannon Worobelski from Chubb Smokehouse Catering. They are determined to feed our healthcare workers and all the frontline warriors, but they need your help. If you would like to donate or find out more, please email them at chubbsmokehousekatering@gmail.com. That's CHUBZ. Or you can call them at 734-341-9290. You can also visit them on Facebook as well. Just search for Chubb Smokehouse Catering. All right. I think I see Mr. Joe Bartley from J&J Taxes and More. He's in there. Let's see how Joe's doing. I'll bring him in here now. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Hey, Kerry, how you doing?
Good. Doing good.
Good.
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Good. That's a good thing.
How's it going? You're well. The family's well. Everybody's good.
Everyone's fine. Listening to her, I need a trim myself. My trims and nails. Yeah,
maybe you can go on the buddy system.
Yeah, maybe. We actually did our dog. We've got an old Shih Tzu, and she's an old girl, and she's okay with the haircut. But it's a lot of work, because she gets really, really furry quick. But her nails, and it was funny because she was talking about the thing, I saw it on Facebook, where you put the styrofoam or not the cellophane, the wrap around your forehead, and put the peanut butter.
Yeah, you don't recommend that.
Well, I almost tried that, but she actually does nip. And I have to, and she's the sweetest dog in the world. It's funny, but for some reason, those nails, she just doesn't want. But I did take, because she does love peanut butter, so I did kind of take a version of that, where I took a spoon and put some peanut butter and held it out while Janine was doing the trimming. So it kind of worked out okay.
Distract her a little bit. Yeah, dogs love peanut butter, that's for sure. I know her Zoe. I couldn't get near her toenails.
Yeah, she does not. And that is the only time in the world, like Collie's, I think 12, and she's just the sweetest dog. I mean, I know everyone says that about their dogs, but she really is. I mean, she doesn't know any strangers. She just, but for some reason, those nails, boy, she gets kind of mean, it's the only time I ever say. I was like, because Janine had told me about it, and it's like, because usually I'm not a part of that, but Janine said, yeah, she does. She nips. I know she doesn't. There's no way. Yeah. And then lo and behold, the other day we did it, and it's like, wow. It's like, where did this dog come from?
I hear you. So, how are you and the family handling this? How you coping? What are you doing to get by?
We're we're doing the physical distancing.
Yeah.
We've our biggest thing is we miss the grandkids like crazy.
Right.
We did a few drive-bys. We've got a 6-year-old granddaughter and then a almost 1-year-old grandson. So we've did some drive-bys, since all of this.
Yeah.
But it's tough, and we do we have the app, the house party app. So so we talk a little bit, and then we did a Zoom. We did one of those. It was a murder mystery. We had ordered it offline, and we had the family, and then some friends, and there was like 16 of us through Zoom, and did this murder mystery thing last Saturday, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You have to do something.
You do. We did that with both our boys, and my daughter-in-law and Derek's girlfriend. We had game night. And we did game night, and that worked out good. So
right. I know Janine has played like poker a couple times with some of her friends, her girlfriends in the family. so I haven't tried that yet, but yeah, it's but I'm definitely catching up on Shark Tank, Impractical Jokers, Judge Judy,
I
Live
record
PD.
all those. Yeah, I record them all, and we watch them. We have those shows that we watch all the time.
Right.
We get them recorded, but now a lot of them are on reruns. So
Right.
kind of tough. So I know you and I, we've talked about this several times. They use the term social distancing, and you and I prefer physical distancing because you still need that social contact, right?
Yeah, I think it's really important. And it's funny because, with me and my business, I get a lot of calls. I mean, I get usually a couple of calls a day, or emails or texts or something, people with questions. And it's so funny because you can see the difference, like the last month with all this. People tend to stay on the phone a lot longer.
Right.
And I don't know if it's them or me, or maybe both, but you end up talking, and I had an elderly lady that called me today, and she had some questions, and then she hadn't filed yet for this year. So we ended up talking and just about really nothing. And I looked at it was like over a half hour I talked to this lady, and probably 5 minutes of it was taxes, But
a lot of them, especially your seniors, they like going to their favorite restaurant.
They do.
Sitting over a cup of coffee and a sandwich and talk. I missed it too. I didn't think I would miss
Me too.
food so much.
Me too. I'm a big restaurant person.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody, you can usually see me. I pretty much eat out every day normally, and it's usually one of the Garden City restaurants, either Eddie's or Garden City Cafe or one of those I'm usually at.
Yeah.
But I miss it too, and but I go like on lunch or something, and just to go to unwind, and so it's been different.
It is. It's entirely different, and it's going to be different when they finally do open too.
Yeah. Those restaurants, especially the mom and pop, the private owner type things,
right?
We really as a community need to really support them and really help them. I mean, like sports venue, and I don't know. I know of was it Laura? She may be on. I'm not sure, of sports venue.
Oh, Lori. Lori.
I don't. If she walked, I've met her, but if she walked in the room, I wouldn't know her.
Oh, really?
But they just that place does so much for the community, and they really they just they do. They do. They've always got something going on, and I've been there. I need to go there more often. And fun fact, I used to work there back in the 70s when it was Salvatore's.
Oh yeah, I remember Salvatore's.
Yeah. So
that's going back.
Yeah, it is. Hard to believe a 30-year-old could have worked in the 70s, right?
Right. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to mention Kelly Kerwin, Mayor Pro Tem Kerwin is in there, and she wanted me to mention that our home pantry is always looking for donations. They're open, I think, what is that, Tuesday through Friday or Thursday through Friday? I'm not sure. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Drop off on Balmoral side. If you would like to donate, she can pick it up for you, and you can contact her through Messenger on Facebook or at, Kerwin K at gardencitymi.org. It's Tuesday. Okay, thanks, Kelly. Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 1. And she thanks everybody who donates. Yeah, so many people are hurting right now. They need that. They're really depending on that.
They are. And, the small businesses, obviously that's something that's, dear to me, being treasurer of the Garden City Business Alliance. So it's just important. Once everything opens up, we really need to make an effort to support these small businesses, and because it's like I think you and I were talking. The big corporations, and they're going to survive. They're going to do fine. They've got money, but
oh yeah,
but these these small places and the mom and pops, and they don't,
No.
and of course the people that work for them, the wait staff or the cooks, or they're hurting. And I mean, and there's unemployment for some of those people, but some of the businesses, it's hard. I've heard that some of the owners, Jerry, who you had on last week,
yes,
was talking about that his landlord gave him some free rent or something like that.
Yes.
And that's
little stuff like that helps.
Oh, it does, but some landlords may not be in a position where they can do that.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that even I'm a tax guy, I'm not a financial advisor, but sometimes, there's kind of a gray area there between financial advice. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
People, if you are, remember that if you've got deferments or something, some of the companies, I think utilities and maybe mortgage companies or rent, they are letting you defer, but just be careful with that, because remember, at some point you're going to have to pay that.
Yeah.
It's like, with taxes. People, drawing unemployment, and I know people are notorious for not having taxes taken out of their unemployment, and then at tax time, it's like, whoa, they haven't paid tax on it, so you just have to keep all that in mind, that it might be a little bit of a hit at the moment, but don't, just because you can defer a payment probably doesn't mean you always should. If you can afford to pay it, you really should.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's gonna. It's going to benefit you in the long run.
Kim Marquette from the Straight Farmhouse says that Sports Venue has a trailer on site, and they are collecting can returns for a pet rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'll tell you, she has something going all the time. Like you said, Lori is she's such a big heart,
Yeah, she does definitely.
Also, Kim wants us to mark our calendars for July 20th. It's going to be Autos for Autism. That's a huge event. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And it's going to, this is their 20th year, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Great.
So thanks for that, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Joe, let me ask you this. Any tax information that you want to share tonight?
There's not a ton new, with the stimulus. I did have an interesting question a few days ago, and I had to actually research it because I wasn't sure. The thing with these stimulus payments is they don't give us a lot of information, and there's really no helpline, or it's kind of okay, here it is, and if you have a question, you're on your own. Mm-hmm. But someone had asked me, it was a person, and they were on SSI, from my understanding, and they did not usually file a tax return. So those people, they are eligible. It was a single person that are eligible for the $1,200. They received their $1,200, but they've got two dependent kids, minor children, which they're supposed to get $500 for, every dependent.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't file their tax return, and they missed the cutoff date. There was a cutoff date where you could go in and put your register, I guess you could call it, your children, so that you would get the $500 per child. Okay. Well, she missed that date, so they just sent the lady out the $1,200. So she was like, okay, how do I get my $1,000 for the two kids? It's like, that's a good question. So I went in and did some research, and the answer to that is what she's going to have to do. And according to anyone else that's in the same boat, next year, even though you generally don't file a tax return, because you don't have enough, where you have no income,
Yeah.
you still go ahead and file the return, even if it's with all zeros on there. And then, have your two children on there, dependents, and then you will get the $1,000 will be as a credit on that tax return. So you'll get $1,000
that's good information.
return, and that, for next year,
So you went above and beyond there for her.
Yeah, well, and like I told her, what's that?
People remember that stuff, though.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
But and like the lady said, well, then I got to pay to have a tax return done. Like, well, yeah, you do, but I mean, I'm not going to charge. I don't charge an arm and a leg anyway, and especially someone with a basic return like that. I mean, you figure, if, and I'm just throwing, numbers out. If I charge $100 for that, but you're getting $1,000 back, I mean, you're still up $900. So, it's still, it's still probably pretty worth it.
Right. Exactly. Now, this website that you gave me when you were on last time for the it's the impact payments.
Right.
That website's still good? Are they still?
Yep, that's still good.
So I can put that up there too. There it is.
Yep, you can go in there and check the status, see where you're at. They have sent out. Well, as of last week, it was about half of the returns, half of the checks.
Okay.
So. I mean, a lot of people still haven't gotten them yet, but it's like I was looking at it, and I posted something on my Facebook page about the different states and how many checks has set out, and like Michigan have already had over 4 million people that they've sent checks to, and the total amount is like over $7 billion.
Wow.
And you figure they're only about halfway. Probably a little over halfway through. So,
and I guess they're working on another stimulus package they're trying to get through.
They're supposed to. I believe they're supposed to vote on it tomorrow. I don't.
Several different ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too excited.
No.
It's very much, and I promised that we've talked. I won't get political, but it's very much on party lines.
It is.
The Democrats are wanting to get an additional stimulus. Republicans are saying no. As long as they, if they stick with the party lines, the Senate, there's more Republicans than Democrats, so it will probably get voted down.
Yeah.
So
I've heard so many different amounts. I've heard 2,000 a piece, and now they're back to 1,200 with the 600 or whatever for kid.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It goes back and forth. Yeah.
That first 1,200 is gone already. I mean, come on, let's face it. That's not going to go far.
Right. I know they were actually talking about doing something additional for like the, the essential workers, the frontline responders, the hospital workers. I know that was talked about some, so. Just have to wait and see. Like I said, I would not hold my breath on it. I just don't know. There's a lot of things as far as like with the $600 unemployment, the additional unemployment. They were trying
a lot better than if they were working.
Yeah, they are. I am. But they want to look at taking that a little further, a little more time. The one side does, the other side says, no, it's been long enough. And I mean, I can definitely look at, what my political affiliation is, but I can see both sides of the picture, of why you wouldn't want to do it, but at the same time, people are, people need help,
Sure they do. 36 plus million unemployed.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Right. And again, going back to, the small businesses, they do have loan, and there's still loans out there, and there's credits available, to help people, to help these businesses with payroll and everything.
Yeah.
And the thing with that is, if that's something that you think you're going to utilize, you want to make sure to keep really good records,
Right,
because they're saying that they're actually going to watch that once this is all over to make sure that it's not being misused.
Yeah.
But the small businesses are a lot of times the ones that are hurting. They did the different loans and everything, but
all your
the
big
big businesses
benefited.
I don't know if you saw. I saw
J.C. Penney.
Yeah, did you see?
God.
The attorney Mike Morris.
Yeah,
he took $2 million.
Did he really?
And but he said that he's giving it back. I saw this on Twitter.
Okay.
That he's giving it back, that he felt so guilty that he's giving it back.
How about J.C. Penney wants to go through bankruptcy, and 4 of their top officers got $1 million each.
Right.
And the CEO was what, $4 million.
Right. Well, I mean,
they sleep at night, these guys.
Yeah, that happens a lot with these big corporations.
Oh my God.
Just before they go bankrupt, they give themselves these huge raises, and that's why sometimes I get kind of on my soapbox about the huge corporations and everything. But that's one of the reasons. I just feel like meanwhile the small business guy, that's just trying to feed his family, that's out there and actually they're working and make, doing the job and running the business, they're struggling right now.
Very, very much so. Like your airlines, they're all complaining they don't have anybody flying, and they're hurting now. Are you kidding me? What they do with all the billions and billions of dollars that they soaked us for?
Right.
It went in the shareholders' pockets.
Right. And something I saw really interesting today somewhere, the cruise lines are asking for a bailout.
Oh, please.
And you realize that the cruise lines are not even registered as American corporations.
Right.
They have like Bahamas or whatever all over. So that they don't have to pay into American taxes.
Correct.
So to me, I mean, and maybe I'll get slack for people for saying this, but I don't understand how the American people should be giving them a bailout, so to speak, when they're not even tax-paying, Americans.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand how that, how that would work.
Richard Worobelski from Chubb's Smokehouse Catering says it's on screen. He says, I know the VA has their own filing system because most of them don't have to file.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah. Because most people, if all you're getting is Social Security, most people really don't. It's probably not needed to file unless you're, you can get sometimes a property tax credit or a renter's credit if you're renting. So, so you want to do a state for sure. But a lot of people really don't have to do. And I've had people that's come in that, that's all they've had. And it's like, look, I can't, yes, I could do your return and send it in and they would accept it, but it's not needed. Everything's zeroing out. So, I can't ask somebody to pay me to do a tax return that they really don't need to do.
That's good. You're an honest guy for sure. Kim Marquette, once again from the Straight Farmhouse, wants to remind us that July 18th is going to be the Garden City Garden Walk. They're looking for people to put on their garden walk. So anyone interested in showing off your garden this summer, contact the Garden City Garden Club. And let's hope that they can pull it off.
Should be some nice gardens this year.
Oh,
We've all got a little more time.
Yeah. Darlene Jablonski, the president of the school board, she wants to give out a huge thank you to the community for passing the school bond. We're going to need it now more than ever with the huge cut that the state will now be making to the school aid fund. Yes, they're going to be a lot of cuts. That's for sure.
Right. And people need to get in those census forms too.
Yes, very important. Very important. Yep. I got some information from the mayor that I'm going to be reading shortly in a little while. I did want to mention, Joe, you, for those that don't know, your full-time job is with General Motors in Toledo.
Yes. I've got,
Not much longer.
I can go in a little less than 2 years.
Short time.
Yeah, which if everything falls into place, that's that's the plan. But yeah, we're going back. Some people are going back Monday, and then within the next few weeks, then the rest of the plan will be back. They're bringing people back by department. So
now, when are you due back roughly?
It's either, I think, the 26th, it'd be the Tuesday after Memorial Day, or then the following Monday, June, maybe 8th or something.
Gotcha.
Whatever it is.
Now, let me ask you this. I mean, I'm happy you're going back to work and others are going back to work, and you're going to be building all these cars and trucks and that. Who's going to buy them with 36 plus million people out of work, not only here, but Europe and everywhere?
Right. I've actually had some debates, let's say, on our union page about that, because I can see, I mean, it's going to take the economy a while to get back.
Sure.
You know,
they're saying.
Yeah. And I don't see people, a huge amount of people going out and buying new vehicles. I mean, unless you absolutely have to.
Right.
Sometimes, some people you're in a position you have to. But yeah, I just don't see it happening. And it's what I foresee happening for the car companies is, they're going to bring everyone back and work everyone a few months, and then we're going to be laid off again. There's going to be another layoff for a lot of the different places. But they're saying that vehicles are selling some right now.
Yeah.
Your
sister just bought one.
Yeah. She bought a used one. So,
but I mean,
but it's still a sale. Sure. But, so, I mean, there's people buying out there, but, like I said, unless there's really a need there, I just don't think people are going to be really making major purchases.
No.
I agree. I'm shying away. We need another vehicle that we've been kicking around doing, but it's like, you just hate to pull the trigger because you just don't know, what's going to go on. And with the price of vehicles, that's a big payment.
Well, you can rest assured they're going to have a glut of vehicles in storage. That's for sure. And then possibly they'll have some great sales. Who knows?
Yeah.
With their inventory.
Yeah, get incentives and get people in the showrooms and buying again. But hopefully, hopefully that the country recovers quickly and we're not back in another recession.
Right.
But it's scary. I mean, I would be. I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but I'm concerned.
You got to go by the numbers, that's for sure.
Right.
Richard, it's on the screen there. He says, if they aren't working, what are they losing when they furlough their employees? Their employees are all on unemployment. Stop payments so businesses can recover than putting money in the wrong hands.
Yeah, that was an argument that I had, like for the auto companies, for instance, if the companies, Ford, Chrysler or MGM, but if they're not paying the people, and they're not, those plants, the utility bills on the plants are just incredible. The electricity and the gas and the water and all that. So if those are all down, your fixed costs are just really chopped big time.
Yeah.
And if you're still selling a few vehicles, I don't see. I mean, they're saying, I know the car companies are saying that they're losing out big. I don't quite understand how that could be, but
I don't.
I'm
you're not their bean counter, but
I don't know everything about everything. That's for sure. Even though my wife says I think I do.
So you guys, you're doing good though. Otherwise,
yeah. getting things done around the house, and
Yeah.
and I'm still doing taxes too.
Sure.
Still doing the drop offs, and
Yeah.
people can drop off through the Dropbox or the portal, or some people email me, or I've had people take pictures and send me.
It's very safe no matter what. I mean, they can just drop it right in that slot in your door there and be gone.
Mm-hmm.
But let's mention it's J&J Taxes and More, 734-523-8291. It's on your screen there. Or you can email him at joe@jnjtaxesandmore.com. And that's and spelled out AND. Right?
That's right.
All right. So let me hang around. And if you got anything else you want to talk about, you can chime in. All right.
Sure.
I want to get to the mayor's information here, because he's got a lot here. And there's no changes from last week, he says, as extended stay home, stay safe order continues until May 28th. Just a reminder that the skateboard park is closed, ice rink is closed, playgrounds are all closed, City Hall closed, open by phone Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. Police and fire, normal emergency operations, and DPW, normal outside work. Memorial Day ceremony on the lawn at City Hall is canceled this year. However, the mayor taped a Memorial Day message this morning to the residents and veterans. We will also show past Memorial Day celebrations starting at 11 a.m. on Memorial Day, so you want to look for that. I'm sure to be on Facebook and YouTube. Road construction is in progress throughout the city. Please drive slow to keep the road construction workers safe. Now, concrete sectioning throughout the city is pretty much done for the year. Several streets were done. Yeah, I saw a lot of streets were done. Concrete replacement, however, is still in progress on Fairfield and Gilman. And then next they will move to Cardwell between Warren and Cambridge. Asphalt replacement is in progress on Donley, and then they're going to move next to Elizabeth. And the chip seal program will start very soon in the northwest section of Garden City. Updates will be posted on city website and in the newsletter in your water bill. And, I wanted to bring up that newsletter in the water bill. I'm going to bring it up real quick here. It's kind of cool. We don't have a newspaper now, and I thought this was pretty nice of the city to do this. Put this inside the water bills, and kind of gives you a little update of everything. They got our home food pantry. He wanted to mention that people are needing it more now than ever, and if you can contribute, please donate whatever you can. Then they have tips here. Keeping the garden in Garden City, different all kinds of stuff. Another tip: don't feed the rats. How to take care of that. COVID champions. There's going to be a new Parks and Recreation playbook procedure that's going to be out. It's going to tell you about, all the rentals and stuff like that. What kind of themed birthday parties and all that stuff. So when you get your water bill, don't throw this away. It's kind of important. Also, the Great Bacon Run has been canceled for this year, unfortunately. And then there's 2020 census in there too. So kind of good information for you. So look for that in your water bill. Let's see. Like I said, the mayor is proud of all the residents that have donated for the Garden City Food Pantry. Continue to do so whenever you can. Now, the COVID-19 numbers for Garden City through today, 122 residents have tested positive, and we now have 10 deaths due to the COVID-19 as of today. We actually went 2 straight days, Joe, without a case, and then today 2 popped up. So, they like to go that 14 days stretch,
right
before they can do anything. So that was too bad. Let's see. The state of Michigan now, they got 49,582 tested positive and 4,787 deaths so far in Michigan. So he's urging you to stay home, stay safe, and wash your hands. Monday's council meeting will be on Zoom. Hopefully, their plan for now is to resume council meetings in the council chamber on the 1st of June, the first Monday in June. They're hoping to go back to the council chambers. Now, the Zoom, you can join them May 18th for the council meeting. And you're going to want to go to zoom.us and you can click on join the meeting, the tab at the top. And the meeting ID is 967-080-238. That is the ID number that you're going to put in there to join the thing on Zoom. You can also join by telephone. Just dial 1-312-626-6799. And public comments will be allowed. Electronic attendees will use the raise hand function, and they will be allowed to speak when they're called upon. So also, if you are watching the meeting live on Facebook, you cannot comment as it is only view only. If you wish to comment, you must join the meeting electronically or by phone as stated, as I just mentioned. So I got a few businesses here that I want to mention, Joe. And if I miss any, maybe you can name a few too.
Okay.
Every week I try to mention, support your local businesses. It's very important, especially now more than ever. But some of the restaurants that are open, Sports Venue, we've mentioned them. B-Rock is open, SoCal, Rogala's, Sunrise Coney Island at Vinoy and Cherry Hill. That's our newest restaurant that opened up right on the corner there. New Peking, El Satan, Eddie's, Big Boy, Taco Bell, and Villa Bakery is going to open at the end of this month. Original Subs next to Plato's is open. Golden Feather is open. Key Nutrition is open. And just got word Plato's is going to be opening back up on May 26th. So that's good news. Now, remember, you're going to want to call ahead because they have, limited menus and the times may vary. Also, Prestige Eyewear is available for emergency repairs. You can call them at 734-525-1145. Or you can contact them on Facebook. Ace Hardware is also open. They do curb service. And Barson's Greenhouse is open. They also do curb service for you. I also want to mention a Garden City small business owner, Mike Leica from ACS Carpet Cleaning. He wanted me to let everyone know that he is doing homes that are not occupied for now. Maybe you bought a new home and you'd like your carpet cleaned before you move in. Or if you're getting a home ready to sell and you'd like the carpets or upholstery cleaned, then ACS can do that for you. He also wanted to mention that he disinfects all his equipment after each job with an EPA-approved disinfectant, in addition to wearing a mask and gloves. You can contact Mike at 734-421-7110. I can tell you firsthand, Mike does a great job. We've had him do our carpets for several years, and he just did my son's home here in Garden City that he is getting ready to put up for sale. All of his chemicals that he uses are environmentally safe as well. So give Mike a call. He does a great job. Have you ever had Mike do your carpets, Joe?
No, I don't believe I have.
Very, very good guy. Awesome guy. And he's local too. I like that.
Okay. Yep.
Did I miss anybody? Anybody that you want to mention?
The only thing that I want to kind of put a plug in, if you don't mind, the Garden City Business Alliance.
Yeah. Why would I mind? I'm the
I know. Well, I wanted to sound nice, I don't want to sound too, but hopefully with the businesses opening up, we really want to try to to figure out a way that we can really help these businesses out. And there's about 100 or so members in the Garden City Business Alliance. People can go online, and it's mostly small businesses. There's a lot of mom and pops. There's some home businesses. But if you go to Garden City Business Alliance .org, you can find a whole list of all of our businesses. And if anyone out there, if you're a business and you'd like to be a member, get in touch. You can send a email through the link, or if you want to send something to me, that's fine. And and if anyone has any ideas on any ways that we can promote it, and we've got a few things that we're looking at right now, but really wanted to promote these businesses and to get people shopping Garden City and eating Garden City and using the services of Garden City businesses. It's important, as a community, that we kind of support each other. And I know you talk about that a lot, and it's important. Because we're all here for the same reason, and we all want to see our community grow and get better, and it's kind of a circle effect. When one of us does well, then we all do well. So if anyone has any ideas how we can better promote the businesses, if you'd like to be a member, the cost is like $35 for a year. So
the GCBA is the chamber now in Garden City.
Right.
We are recognized as a chamber.
Exactly. So,
and a 501c6.
Right. And we're trying to, do some good work. We do some events every year. We're not sure exactly with everything going on, if we're going to be able to do the events. I know the first Music in the Park, which we put on, we were going to do 3 this year, and we've already canceled the first one. We're still looking to meet, going to meet and decide what we're going to do with the other ones. I know, things are being canceled all over. So, we want to do the right thing, and of course, make people, keep people safe. But again, any ideas, any feedback, please get in touch with anyone on the GCBA or me. Shoot me an email.
Or you can go on the website at GardenCityBusinessAlliance.org.
Right.
You can go to the Garden City Business Alliance Facebook page as well and get a lot of information, or message them through there.
Exactly. And we, if someone doesn't know, we have monthly meetings usually, unless this is going on. But we have
an event meeting.
Yep. And we have usually at the Straight Farmhouse. And, and hey, if you can't make it to the meeting, you can't make it, but still to be a part of it. And we try to there's the website, and we're trying to offer people some, marketing, opportunities and to market the businesses. And again, and a lot of it is business to business, in the years since Carrie was the founding father, and I was there the first day, and I've been there all along, and I've actually, I'm thankful for the GCBA, because I've gotten a lot of business from them, and a lot of new clients and everything, and not to mention, and met a lot of nice people too. So get in touch with me, ideas or to join. Go to that website. That'll be a big help. There's a lot of businesses on there. They're all in order for you. You can go through there and support whatever ones you can. Right. The contact information, is on there, so you could call or email, or, and especially as things start opening up, we really want to make a push for these businesses. Yep. And hey, this show is your platform. I mean, if you have a business and you want to come on this show, you're more than welcome to come on, and we'll talk about it. I like getting the word out for you. So for sure. Exactly. Richard says, Joe, if you ever want to try the food, just let him know. And it looks good. He sent me some pictures. I talked to him a little bit a few weeks ago, and haven't been able to do anything yet. Some of my ideas that we talked about, but the food looks looks great.
It is very good. Yeah. And we'll give Cattleman's meat a shout out because that's where he gets most of his meat. So also, he says they obtained their trailer and they're going to be working with Lucky Dog to set up curbside delivery. Days will be posted soon. So that's good news. And he says if anyone wants me to set up at their business to help bring in foot traffic, please reach out to him at Chubb's Smokehouse Catering at gmail.com. Yeah, that's good information. Now, I don't know, Richard, have you joined the GCBA yet? I don't know if he's a member, but I think that would benefit you greatly.
Yeah.
Really, really would benefit you. So if you, go to gardencitybusiness.org, you can fill out the membership form right there and pay right online, I believe now, right?
Yes, through PayPal.
Also, he says, bring your dogs to Lucky Dog, and they're going to have some treats for them. So there you go. Well, Richard, when you know the date and times and that, let us know, and we'll get that out there for you on the show. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Let's see. Remember, if you're interested in coming on the show as a guest, we'd love to have you. Maybe you know someone who might be interested. If so, it's very easy. Just contact us through our website at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. You can send us your name, your email address, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. During this time, we can do the show remotely, just like we are tonight. Very safe. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization. You'd like to share your information with us in the surrounding communities. If so, contact us today. We'd look forward to hearing from you. That is for sure. Remember, we stay separated today so we can be together tomorrow. The bottom line is to continue our physical distancing. You like that, Joe? Physical?
I do.
Like I've said, I like that better than social distancing. I feel people should still maintain that social contact, whether it's online, texting, or send a card through the mail. Just say hi. Continue to wash your hands. Very important. Wear your masks whenever you're out in public. Don't touch your face. Check on your neighbors, and especially check on our seniors. Remember, we're all in this together, and we will all get through this together. Joe, anything else you want to mention?
Oh, I just want to, thanks to all the hospital workers and the first responders, the police and fire. Appreciate you people and what you do, keeping us safe and putting your lives out there for us.
Yeah, this is. I just wanted to mention this is National Police Week, and I'm wearing my police supporter shirt tonight in honor of the men in blue. They do a great job here in Garden City. We're very proud of them, just like our firefighters and all our first responders. We really appreciate what they do.
Yes.
And with that said, I think we're ready to call this a podcast. Special thanks to our guest, Lisa Hunt-Jacques from Amazing Pet Grooming. She had some good information for us. When she gets back to work, you can contact her at 734-422-2660. And remember, she's located at 31014 Ford Road. And when she does open, she's got all kinds of precautions in place. So it sounds really safe for you. So, and also thanks to Mr. Joe Bartley from J&J Taxes and More, located at 29217 Ford Road in Garden City. Always good information. It was great chatting with you tonight, Joe.
Nice chatting with you, Kerry.
Yeah, anytime. All right.
Sounds good.
If you'd like to contact Joe, and if you have any questions, you can call him at 734-523-8291. And thanks to my awesome co-host for tonight, Dr. Tom Mywinski. He does a fantastic job as always. And a big shout out to Mike and his wife, Faye. Stay safe, and we hope to see you soon. This is all over back in the studio. Also, thanks to all of you for tuning in on Facebook. Those of you that have downloaded the audio and are listening, we really appreciate your support each and every week. Be sure to view this video and past videos at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late tonight, by going to our Facebook page. Once again, that's facebook.com/GCChat, or our YouTube channel. Just search for GC Community Chat. We hope you'll check them out and feel free to share with your friends as well. And if you go to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that little red subscribe button. We really appreciate that. Want to, let's see. Thank you, Barb Bicknell from the Ford Road Mini Golf. Great show, she says. Marie Nowak, thank you. Kathy Ward, is great seeing you in there, as always. And don't forget to stop by our website at gccommunitychat.com for more information. A reminder, you can also download the audio of tonight's show by going to iHeartRadio. Just search for GC Community Chat with Carrie Parton, or you can go to TalkShoe.com. And as always, what I've been doing every week when I sign off, and Joe mentioned it too, we want to give a huge thank you to all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We cannot thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers. And listen, when you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them, and they would appreciate that. All right, remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. Let me tell you, they're going to need you now more than ever, that is for sure. And if you see something, say something. We want to look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to doppertomsweather.com. It's got a great user-friendly website over there. It's great radar, too, where you can track the rain. We will see you back here live on Facebook next Thursday, May 21st at 8 p.m. when we welcome back the car cruise guru, Mr. Don Nicholson. Joe, you know Don.
I know Don. I just get a kick out of his photography.
Yeah,
I enjoy looking at the picture more than anything of the cars.
Yeah. Of course. So look, until then, thanks for listening. Be well, stay safe, and have a great night. Joe, you take care. We'll see you when we see you. All right, keep in touch.
Sounds good. All right, sounds good.
All right, take care, bud.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. All right. Great night. You guys take care. And we will see you next week with Don Nicholson. Take care.